Chargers and the Chicago Bears. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. They'll start out here with the option left. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
Second and 10. Here's Fields. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a third and short, 3rd and 1.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. The pickup there, 5 yards. The Bears at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
On play action, Fields. He'll buy some time right. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15. Well, he's already shown on this opening drive that he will run the football. We know that about him, Charles. So maybe when he gets outside the pocket, the defense a little wary about the run, and he's able to convert the pass.
And that wariness will often cause you to be a step or two slow. And sometimes you get so focused on will he or won't he run the football, you forget that there are receivers in your area and they find themselves open and there's another completed pass.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it's second down. Montgomery back to the ground. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And he'll get down to about the 26-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. That's complete right side to Kmet. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes it's just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. Pushes him over. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
A first look now for Darrynton Evans. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a first and goal.
The running game's played a huge part in getting them down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
Fields. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on first and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal. Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. And a little bit of space there, takes it inside the 5 to the 3.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Trying to finish off this opening drive from the 3. This is third and goal. Left side, got Jones. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. McCann's kick up and good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And incomplete on the deep ball.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's the first carry for Austin Ekeler. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Ekeler, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Chargers are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first quarter lead. hits it off the right upright, and it's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Being chased out left. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down.
Facing second and short, that gives you a chance to go for a bigger play through the air. But I think he said to himself, why not just handle this one? Got all the yards he needed and then some, and made that snap a huge success.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Back to throw, Fields. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. 6-3 is our score after 1. It's the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and a yard. From the gun, here's Fields. And that is incomplete.
So it looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Fields leaving it with Montgomery here on the option. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 44 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should have a few men in the box there.
Fields on first down. This one swung out to Montgomery. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. Going up the gut, Montgomery. And he is going to lose yardage here.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
On 2nd and 11 now. Fields buying time to his left. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Justin Fields. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Bears have retaken the lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Garibay back out there now to send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. The Charger drive about to get going. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, L.A. DJ Chark, 83 yards. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. This time, the extra point up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out. Touchdown!
Velus Jones, 81 yards. And the Bears have yet again retaken the lead. McCann for the point after. And that will make this a 4-point game. Garibay back out there now to send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Here's Herbert. He rifles one that's intercepted. Shoves him aside. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep. His first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD.
It just appeared there that the defense, they had that read from the moment the ball was snapped. And not only did they get the interception, add a nice return on top of it, all the way into the end zone for a defensive touchdown.
Yeah, and the guy who made the play, he gets the points. But it really was a group effort, wasn't it? How about the coaches? They've got to be so excited. All the preparation, time in the film room, it translated into a big play that put points on the board for their team.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. We'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking,
he's got a man, complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Running with Montgomery from the pistol. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll run out of the gun with Evans. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Man open, here is Jones. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a 1st down. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw is Fields. Pass to the right, there's Jones. Touchdown Bears! Velus Jones with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as his guys have now moved out in front. McCann now for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. Garibay back out there now to send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Herbert on first down now. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Partner, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now it's Herbert. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Herbert now. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Throwing on 2nd down, Herbert. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Well, that one's all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Eddie Jackson picks it.
And the Bears are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
That's a beautiful read there by the safety. It's zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep. End line to protect him, so he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball, just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Fields. He'll get that to Amir Smith-Marset. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Fields now to throw. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. Past the 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Making back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Hopkins with the extra point, and that gives him a 3-point lead. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, there were 3 talking points at the half, partner. All of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw here, Herbert. Man open, it's St. Brown. He's got it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
It doesn't look like this defense found the magic elixir at halftime. This offense was rolling in the first half, and that's continued here in the 3rd quarter. Another big play right there.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games. And
But we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter. On 2nd and 12, Herbert. That'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 34-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Running on first down, Eckler. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
This has been an up-and-down, back-and-forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. Here's Herbert. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. DJ Chark, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point good by Hopkins, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side, so now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that can make this a free possession game.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Fields. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a 2nd down. So he is able to turn that into positive yardage, but I think it's fair to say that those are not the shots you're wanting your quarterback to have to absorb.
And he has to know sometimes when to say when. You have to know when to give yourself up, and let's face it, not easy for these guys to do because they're competitors as well. but sometimes you do learn your lesson the hard way, as he did there.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And his first throw here is incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
And glad you're with us from Soldier Field in Chicago. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10. Evans running behind center.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Here's Fields.
And he fires one, but incomplete.
Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
Exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
The Charger drive about to get going.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. On the NFL scoreboard elsewhere, 3rd quarter down in Arizona. Now you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. Herbert on 3rd down now. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's J.K. Scott now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. This is brought in at the 21. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And the Bears take over. The line prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. From just shy of midfield, Fields toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield, and when they see openings, take their shots.
On first down, Fields.
The left side completion to Jones. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 33 yards that time.
Well, if you're a fan of offensive football, this game is for you because this one's been much more like a tennis match than a football game. Back and forth, and there's another example right there of another big play in the passing game.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they... And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. David Montgomery, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
From the 27, Herbert. Going for the deep ball. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That was a long pass attempt downfield, and the ball was popped up in the air. And how come things go from really fast to almost slow motion when the ball's up in the air and the defender's unable to haul it in before it hits the ground?
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I like what I'm seeing from them here. Tie game in the 4th quarter. They understand the situation. They don't need to be in any rush. Go ahead and huddle up and run your offense. That last completion put them in a nice position to take the lead in this game.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now movement up front. I think they're going to get one of the Charger linemen. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
On a jet sweep, here comes Chark.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Herbert. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
So his first sack of the game at CD, not his first of the season. He has shown an ability to get after the quarterback here early in his rookie year.
Yeah, and that just goes along with everything else we already knew about him. We knew his ability to tackle and to make plays behind the line of scrimmage. But any kind of pass rush you get almost seems like a bonus. I think they'll use him that way a lot more moving forward.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that incomplete, nearly intercepted. And remember, he had his hands on one earlier, had one pick. It could have been his second, but instead it's 4th down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away.
And taken right at the 35. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go.
Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Up the middle, it's Montgomery.
Taken down at the 47-yard line.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Back to throw. Fields.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. That'll go as a pickup of 8.
Could this be the drive that ultimately wins the game? How about the initiative he just took there? Running with it after he couldn't find a throwing lane, and he drove them into range for a game-winning field goal with that play. What an opportunity they've been presented to come through with the win.
They'll try the middle with Montgomery. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
So 3rd down, and a field goal from here would be right about 50 yards as they try to get closer.
From the gun, it's a run by Evans.
And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the 1st down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to almost certainly win the football game.
McCann's kick is good.
And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So they tried to ice him there, but it's fair to say it did not have the intended effect.
And I've known kickers that take it as an affront. And there he says, you think you're going to rattle me? Think again.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone.
Up to midfield. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
One last throw here for Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
What a game we were treated to in this one. And on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final shot, but couldn't get it done, and they suffered the loss.
Yeah, and you mentioned how they had a chance on that final play. Getting it to midfield gave them that opportunity, hoping they could find their way to the end zone and make that miracle happen. A really good ending to an entertaining contest, though.
So for the Bears, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs.